good to see you all. Hello, hello. I know you all have been waiting on me because I said that I would be in here at 3. So you're waiting on me. Thank you so much for waiting. Now I need you to do something for me. I am Apostle Darnell with the Game Changers, and I need you to do something very important for me, not only for me, but for you, your friends, your loved ones. I want you to begin to share, share, share. I believe I have something that will definitely change your game on today. So I want you to share it. I don't want nobody to be left out. Remember, I'm Apostle Darnell with Real Talk, and we are the game changers. So I do need you to share this. I want to make sure everyone gets this. Now, I have a question to propose to you. And actually, everybody know it's not a hard thing. I had a few things I wanted to share with you, but one of them I wanted to ask you, what season is it for you? What season is it for you? I know we say, there are 4 seasons. We say winter, spring, summer, and fall. We talk about the seasons, but I want to know what season is it for you. Sometimes we get confused when we hear someone say, it's my season. And you'll say, yeah, it's mine too. It's mine too. Okay, we can believe that by faith, but if it's your season to do one thing or the other thing that you're supposed to be doing. It's just like with every season, with things changing, in the summertime, or the winter or the spring or the fall, something on the inside, listen, and on the outside tells you when it's summertime, you don't need a coat, right? So sometimes season will change to the point it makes you know it's time to change my clothes. I can't continue to wear coats in the summertime or in the wintertime. I can't be walking around with shorts on or at any time, but especially in the wintertime. So that's why I wanted to ask you that question. What season is it for you? Has anyone, ever seen anyone and you think that it's really strange because you see someone and it's, oh God, it's 0 degrees outside. And you look at them and they got on their shorts with a t-shirt. And you're like, oh my God. You look at them because you think that they're out of season. Somewhere they missed the memo that it was cold outside, or now it's winter time. It's time to change your clothes. I mean, they didn't get it. But sometimes you do miss the memo. What do you do when you don't know your season has changed? What do you do when it's time for you to make a change in? What is it that you do for someone? Your season has changed, or someone to say, what? It's summer outside. It's spring outside. It's time for you to do something different. No. We got that. Listen to this. I want to tell you this little secret, just in case if you missed the memo, no one don't tell you. We have the voice of God on the inside of us. He will speak to you. You can ask him, God, is it time for me to change yet? Is it anything I need to change this season? What should I be doing differently this season? Instead of me looking at my sister or looking at my brother, or just looking at your loved one saying, you know what, they change coats. Well, maybe I need to go get me another coat or something. No, don't just do it because someone else is doing it. Make sure you know that it's your season to do it. And the way that you know that is that that God has spoken to you that it's your season to change. You said, well, what if I can't hear the voice of God? What if I don't get the memo that things have changed? We hear all the time on the internet. The prophet will tell you, okay, it's your season. You need to change some things, and we'll go out and we'll make this move, and he'll tell you, you need to do this and you need to do this, and you'll go out and you'll do that. And deep down on the inside that he's not talking to you. You know that you have heard the voice of God on the inside of you, and he's telling you, you know what? I need you to do this. It may be different from what the prophet said on the line, but maybe because it was different, it was because he wasn't talking to you. Our winter season. Oh, or I may be in my fall season, or I may be in my summer season. And you think, when it's time to plant different things, you got to know what season to plant it in. I can't tell you when to plant this flower. Some people can tell you, it is fall. You need to plant this particular type of fall. Plant this particular type of plant. And guess what? They were right, because they know this is the season to plant, or this vegetable. They'll tell you, you don't plant greens, those type greens maybe in the summertime. They'll tell you because they know what really works for you. Well, guess what? It's so important that you know what season you're in, that you don't be just doing things. Your neighbor may be doing some things and you think, oh, this is a good thing. I need to do this thing, and then maybe you God has spoken to you and he says, you know what? I need you to confess this particular thing, this particular scripture over your life. I need you to pray this over your children. I need you to do this for, let's just say, for the next couple weeks. Well, guess what? He's preparing you for something new. He's preparing you for something that you're getting ready to walk into. So who's the most person to tell you season you're in and how to prepare it for that season than God himself? So now you can ask yourself, okay, what time is it? I can remember this Sunday, I went to World Changers, and I was listening to Pastor Dollar, and I went in there with the intentions of, hearing what it is that God would say to me. I didn't go in there expecting Pastor Dollar to speak to me himself, but I was expecting God to speak through him to me. I went in there, I was asking God, I'm like, okay, God, I need to know this. I'm at a crossroad, and I need to know what do I do in this time? What do I need to do? And I need you to speak to me. And guess what? He did. He spoke to me because I was in great expectation, because I was in a place that, hey, I don't need to be in this place. I need to hear exactly where I need to be, how I need to prepare for it. I need to hear. And God did just that. Y'all, he do that for us. He want us to be in our summer season walking with coats on. He wants you to know how to prepare that season. So I had a couple of things that I wanted to share with you. Okay, now, Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, for everything there is a season and a time, for every purpose under the sun. Okay, now, let's talk about the season of maybe you're preparing for another job, preparing for promotion. And in that season, there are things that you need to do to prepare for that. Or maybe you're a college student. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know that you all are here. The very fact that I came in today, I believe that this is a moment that will change your game. So that's why I want you to share this. Share it, y'all. Maybe you have a student that's preparing to go to the next time. Maybe he finished his studies that he needed to finish, and he's moving on, and he's preparing for, just say, his master's, and he know that there's some things that he needs to do to get prepared or whatever. So guess what? He's not just going to just sit there and say, well, I'm going to this to take this master's course, and I'm not going to get prepared. No, he's going to find out everything that he needs to do to prepare for that season. Or he can do this. He can do like some of, because I'm guilty. I've done this, thinking this is going to change. Thinking, look, y'all, I can take the shortcut. I don't have to go through that. I can go, I can take the shortcut. But guess what? There can be danger in taking the shortcut, get to the season that you're supposed to be in. You think that you can get there quicker. I can do this, I can do that, I can learn this, I can learn that. And then guess what? I'll be ready for that new place that he's taking me. No. You don't need to take the shortcut to get to that place where, God is taking you to that season. Because guess what? If you get to the season and you're not ready for it, hey, you won't last in that season. You won't be prepared, listen, for the challenges in that season, for the people in that season. You can make it to that season, and guess what? You are not prepared for the attitudes that you will get in that season. You're not prepared for the people that, that you may come across, or the ones that you may lose in that season. But guess what? You have took the shortcut to get to something that you were supposed to be prepared to get there, maybe in the next 60 days. But you said, I'm going to go now, and I'm going to take a shortcut to get in that season. I'm just going to jump in. And just because, look, your friend, they decided that, you know what, this year I'm going to take my master's. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get I'm going to get in that course. I'm going to get in that class. Well, guess what? That may not be the season for you to get in that class or get in that course. You may need to wait until you prepare. Maybe, guess what, y'all? Now, this is funny, but this is a game-changing moment. Maybe you're not prepared for the studies. For the studies that season will have with it to keep you in that particular class. You may not be prepared. You might have, even in your fall time, you have to be prepared. Let me see. I had something else I wanted to share with you. Hold on one quick second. I want to make sure you're prepared for the season that you're walking in. There's another thing. What about detours? Sometimes trying to get to the place that God is taking you, you'll take a detour. Well, that's not as bad as trying to take a shortcut. A detour says that, well, I'll still get there. It may take me a little longer to get there in that, in that next season. I'll take a detour. Well, guess what? You may take a detour, but maybe you were a little late getting into that season. Sometimes, even when you're planning things, there's a grace period for you to plant different things and do different things. There's a grace period. Somebody, I don't know the time span, but they'll say things like between January and March. You can plant this. Well, you may be right up on March, and you may have just all because you took a detour and it took you a little bit longer to walk in that new place or to get in that new season that God was calling. Sometimes we're delayed. We are delayed, but that don't mean that you are denied to get there. The promise is still there that you're going to walk in that new season. It just that you could have been delayed for a reason of their own, or or maybe you tried to, take a detour that you thought was going to get you there a little bit quicker, or maybe you were the one that, listen, y'all, tried to take the shortcut. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I got a list of things. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get in this season ahead of time. No, don't do that. Don't try and get to a season before it's time for you to end that season. Remember, there's a season and a time for everything. Everything. Remember that. That's your game-changing moment, y'all. There's a season and a time for everything. Your season and your brother's season could be totally different. You just got to know, what time is it for me? Is it my season for me to walk in this? Just because, you hear the word go out all over the internet, you just, oh, well, I'm going to receive that for me. But you listen, if you're going to receive that season for you, ask God, okay, God, when is it my season? When do I need to walk in this? Just because everyone else is, they're springing up, they're blossoming. You saying, oh my God, they're springing up and I'm still in this place. Maybe you are not just in your season, y'all. And that's not a bad thing. You just need to know when. Okay, now, let me share. I wanted to share another thing with you. When your seasons come, you will know it. Sometimes we can be out of season. We need to be in season to get the expected results that we need. Did you all hear that? Sometimes we can be out of season and we won't get the expected results that we are expecting to receive. We are expecting, a farmer, when he plants, he's expecting a harvest, y'all. But if he just plant those vegetables out of season, guess what? He's not sure what he's going to get. He don't even know if he'll get that harvest that year. All because he didn't prepare. He didn't follow the timeline that was spoken to him. He followed the timeline that he wanted to prepare for that season, and he did what he wanted to do. Well, guess what? I like that word. Maybe I'll hold that seed, that ground up, maybe 2 days before it's time for me to walk in that new season. No. There's a preparation time think about it, y'all, when your kids get ready to go to school. We did this for for years. We always prepared for them to walk in that new season. That new school year, we were in the store, we were buying clothes, we were buying coats, we were buying all type of books and paper, pencils. Why? Because we were preparing for them to walk in that new season. We didn't want them going into the new season with old things. We even took time to make sure, they had some of them, y'all know we did it. We do it now. We do new haircuts. You know how we did it. We did it up because it was a new season. Well, what makes you think that if we did all that to prepare for the season for school for our children, what makes you think that you don't have to prepare for something in your life that's so important to you, and that that you've been promised this season to walk in, or that place to walk in, but you're not preparing to walk in it, and you already know it's going to be big? That means that I got to make a preparation for that thing. If it's going to be big, I'm not going to be sitting in a little square box waiting on it. That means that, hey, I'm going to move to something bigger so that I can house that thing. I'm talking to someone that God has told me that, hey, in this season that I will walk in. Not that I'm expecting it to manifest right then. No, I'm preparing for that season because I know it is coming. It's just like in the 4 seasons of the year, the winter, the spring, the fall, the summer. Guess what? We already know that it is coming, y'all. We know it's coming, right? You already know it's coming. You're not going to miss a summer. You're not going to miss a spring. You already know those seasons are coming. So you're in preparation for it. Whatever you got to do for the summer, you're prepared. Whatever you got to do for the winter, you're prepared. Whatever you got to do for the fall or whatever you got to do for the spring, you are already prepared for those seasons. So that game-changing moment should be for you. I need to know what season I'm in. And if I'm not there yet, I need to know how to prepare it. Oh my God. I don't know, y'all. Listen, sometimes I think about, because everybody has things that they kind of look and watch and look at it. And you have to really look at things to say, oh my God, how did, say, your brother or your sister get there? And when you see it something major and something big, you have to know that they didn't just pop up and do it overnight. They didn't just pop up. Hey, this keep ringing in my mind. Y'all know I'm going to say it because, I'm the game changer and I can do that. But listen at this. On Super Bowl night, do you really think that Kendrick Lamar just popped up and did that performance on Super Bowl? Oh, no. Baby, he had been preparing for that hour, that season. He knew it was coming, but he got ready for it. He got ready for the people. Everybody that was surrounding him, he even got them ready for it. Guess what? They didn't miss a beat because they knew that season of that Super Bowl was coming. It should be the same way with us. We shouldn't miss a beat. When we know that it's been spoken in our heart, God has said, this season is coming to you. You're going to walk in this. We don't have to try to rush them up. Well, do it. When you going to do it. No. We need to be the ones to get prepared. And it makes no difference if somebody look at you. I can remember, y'all, and even with my kids, when, I was preparing for the position as a entrepreneur and walking in my own business. My children will tell you, when they were real small to the point that they almost grew all the way up before. Oh yeah, no, they did grow all the way up. It was then before I saw that season. And it is so funny. They laugh now. They tell all their friends, they'll tell you now, my mom walked around in preparation for that season as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, all those years. They would laugh at me, but I knew the season was coming. I was in preparation. They would laugh at me. They'll say, Mama, where are you going with that briefcase? What are you doing? What you got in there? You got any money in there? I said, in the season, it'll be full. And so now when they see me and I walk around with my briefcase, they say, Mama, finally got to the season. She got something in her briefcase. But it is so funny because I was in preparation, even though I was looking like a fool, because I had told them the season was coming. They were small. Now they're grown and out of the house, and they're looking like, Mama's still saying that season is coming for her. to be an entrepreneur, to be in her own business. She's still saying, but guess what? When they saw it, it increased their faith and it made them begin to prepare for the seasons that were coming to them. Now, listen, I know this has been a game-changing moment for you. Remember, I'm Apostle Darnell, and this has been the game changer. Listen, real talk, y'all, real talk. This is real. I'm talking real talk to you so that you will be prepared for your new season. Even now, if you're in it right now, there's some things that you need to do. Go on, do the thing that you need to do so you can walk in your season. Let them laugh at you. You said, oh, okay, Super Bowl 50, I'm going to be, let them laugh. It may be Super Bowl 55. Listen, let them laugh. But the season will come that, hey, they will be, she said that they would be in Super Bowl 55, but hey, maybe back there in 25, in year 25, it wasn't their time yet. It wasn't their season yet. But now that they're in 2030, that might just be their season, and their preparation has already been done, and can't nobody do anything but say, oh, God did it. All right, thank you so much for tuning in with me. I'm Apostle Darnell with Real Talk. And remember, we are the game changers. We come here to change your game every week. Every week at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're live on every week online. We're live on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. On Wednesday, we're on the Now Network at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to go back and catch us on maybe some earlier game-changing moments, you can catch us on the YouTube channel, Real Talk, The Game Changers. You can go back and go over some of those game-changing moments, and I promise you, they will change your game. Again, I'm Apostle Darnell with Real Talk. This has been another segment of the Game Changers. We want to give you the opportunity to sow into this ministry. Our cash app is $BOC Ministry. Again, it's $BOC Ministry. And I thank you in advance for every seed that will be sown and every